Good morning, friends. So I thought I would come on here today and give you a little update on my seedlings. I am not sure what's going on completely with my brassicas, specifically more of my cabbage, but we're going to take a peek at them and I'm going to give you a couple of my theories. So I'm still trying to figure out the whole starting from seed thing, and I seem to really struggle with brassicas. Maybe I'm not the only one. I don't know. If I'm not, let me know down in the comments below. But I struggle. I've tried growing them. This is the third year that I've tried growing them. Last year I did get some cabbage to actually form heads and grew them out in the garden from seed. My broccoli and Brussels sprouts and kohlrabi, I just started them way too late, so it just never happened. They started to form a little broccoli head and that was it. I got like one tiny little broccoli head. But anyway, I am still struggling with my brassicas, but we're gonna take a peek at them and talk about them, and I'll show you what's going on. Plus, I have some of my calendula that has sprouted, and I even saw one or two little onion sprouts. I don't know if you guys will see them on camera, but I'll try to show you. And some of my tomatoes have germinated as well. So here's a peek of my brassicas, and I'm just not sure. So last week I did transplant, and so that could be some of it, but not all of it, I know. So I did transplant a bunch of my early Jersey Wakefield cabbages because there was like 10 of them in there. But see the yellowing that I have going on, and then those two in the middle are just pretty much shriveling up and dying. And the others, they've got their true leaves, and I'm not sure. They've got yellowing on their initial sprouting leaves. And this one here is the only one that looks halfway decent, right back there. So I'm not sure. I think what I might try doing is either, I don't really know that they need up potted at this point, but I may try moving them into a different cell with a different soil mix. I don't know if it's a soil issue or if I've overwatered. I tried not to, and there's no water down in the tray. So I'm gonna hold off on watering for, a couple days or so until they start to look dry, because the cells don't look dry at this point at all. The peppers specifically don't look dry. And we're gonna see what happens. But I don't know. I'm just still, some of these look good. Like this kohlrabi right here looks good. So far that cabbage doesn't look bad. That cabbage in the back looks really good. This right here is a green magic broccoli that's looking good. This Bell Star broccoli, there's 2 or 3 of them that are looking good. But some of these kohlrabis back in there are starting to get some yellowing. There was 2 in this cell, and I don't know if that one's gonna do anything, and I'm not too unhappy if it doesn't, because I didn't decide to do anything with it as far as up potting. Oh, I see one of these leaves are caught. Let me pull that out. See if that will make that plant a little happier. But yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with these guys. There's another one that when I lift up on these trays, sometimes their little leaves, we'll just pull that one out. That was just one of its initial leaves, so it's fine. So, and it's got a true leaf that's growing. So we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. This one here, I don't know if it's going to survive at all, because when I transplanted, I think it was just transplant shock. Same with this one. I think maybe it's going to do okay because it's standing up right now, but I don't know. My peppers are doing pretty good. I've noticed some yellowing back here on that Jimmy Nardello. That's about the only one that I've noticed some yellowing. So, and that one maybe has a little bit of yellowing, but my jalapenos back there look pretty good. The yellow peppers look okay, and I'm assuming that the Pippin's Golden Honey is okay. I've never grown it, but it's got like purple and green leaves, so I guess that's okay. It doesn't look yellow, but this one here looks yellow, but it's also in it with another seedling, so I don't know if it's just fighting for the nutrition. So my thoughts are, it could be that I've overwatered, but another thing I did this year, which I have never done before, is I added in fertilizer. So the Fox Farm liquid fertilizer, I added that into my watering pitcher that I have right here. And so I don't know if that is what is causing, like if I have overfed. So it's possible that I'm overfeeding them. And so the last time I filled this up with water, I didn't put any of the fertilizer in it. It was just strictly water because I was a little unsure. So I'm gonna hold off and only maybe add the liquid fertilizer in once a week and see if that makes a difference, and go from there. So I don't know. Some of them look good and some of them do not. So we're gonna see if I get any cabbage. But I mean, if I only get like 3 or 4 cabbage, I'll be fine with that. Like, I'm not trying to grow like a whole bunch of cabbage to make a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out my brassicas. So I'm hopeful that maybe I can just at least get some this year, and we're gonna go from there. But that's the update on those little guys. Then we have our calendula. Has almost all of them germinated. There is maybe a couple pockets that have not. That one back in there and that one there, and I don't know, that one there looks a little funky, so we'll see if it does anything. My snapdragons have not germinated, so we will see if they decide to germinate. And then I don't know if you guys can even see and pick it up on camera, but right there is a little onion, and right in there are a few little onion starts that I noticed came up. So we're gonna see if I get any onions to actually sprout and come up. It's okay if they don't. These seeds they were packaged for 2025 and should have been like planted out in 2025. And so they're I guess a year old, I guess is what they would be. They're not the same. They're not 2026 seeds. So, and I know onions have like slow germination rate. They get past a year, past their date. So it's kind of a Hail Mary, but we'll see what happens. But let's go take a peek at my tomato seeds. So I moved my tomato seedlings over here because I needed to put them under the heat mat. So I just put my table over here and set my trays on the heat mats. And since I set them on the heat mats, voila, we've got little tiny tomato seedlings popping up. So these are all my Inca Jewel Romas. This one somehow got 2 seeds in it, which I was trying to do 1 per cell. This one hasn't germinated yet, but all of these have, and then I got 2 here. Looks like I've got 2 here, and then that one hasn't germinated yet. That one hasn't, but I got all those. So overall, I've got pretty good germination on my Inca Jewels, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then again, I've got 2 in here. So I think that if some of those don't germinate, I'll have to make sure, but because I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 if that one does okay. So I may potentially have 4 extra plants if they all do well and survive. And then I've got a couple heat master. That is like super tiny. I don't know if you can see it. And that one. So I've got a couple heat master that have popped up. And then the heat master back here, I don't have any germination there. The saucy lady, I've got 1 there and a tiny one there that's come up. I've got 1 there. And then these are my sun golds. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sun golds so far. And then I don't have yet any of the Tiffin Mennonite or the Amish paste or my tomatillos or spearmint. So anyway, but I'm happy that we got some tomatoes to germinate. That makes me happy. I've got some of everything if they all just continue to go. So I've got the humidity dome on them, and I probably will keep it on there just a little while longer till everything has pretty much good and germinated, and then I'll take them off and I'll move them back over to my actual shelf where I've got everything. But I moved them over here just to put them on the heat mats because I was running out of plugins over there. So I'm gonna have to figure out my setting a little bit better next year because I'm having to use the heat mats out here in my sunroom because it gets colder out here, and the heat mat helped my peppers to germinate, and now it's helping my tomatoes. So definitely I know I'll be using the heat mats from here on out each spring. So anyway, so that is that. So that's my seedling update, and this little video is going to be a little bit shorter because it's kind of about all I have as far as my little update. I'm thinking that I may try to work on potting some of those brassicas and changing out the soil, seeing if that makes a difference. I don't know if it's a soil issue. So they're in a seed starting mix, and it could be that it's a soil issue. It could be that, like I said, that I have overwatered, or it could be that I've overfed in the water that they were getting. So I don't know, it's still a learning experience. I am still figuring out starting plants from seeds. I'm gonna continue on this journey. You learn something every year and every time, and this is really only my third season of starting seeds, and really only my second full season, because my very first season I started way late, like I've mentioned, in the summer, and so last year I started too late in the spring. This year I got everything going on time, and now I'm trying to figure out all the actual steps that I need to take to get healthy seedlings. So I'm hoping to get my brassicas out in the next month. Today's the last day of February, so I'm hoping to get my brassicas planted out at the end of March. So they've got another month to do their thing and to get a little bit healthier. So we're gonna see what happens. So I will keep you posted on my seedlings. So before I go, I just wanted to say, keep tending, keep thriving, and let's grow together. I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.